It's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
No! I'm going to keep got to get to the yard.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Caught on a slant. Nice game of 8 that time, but it's second and goal.
I had my man on lockdown. I'm trying to break up on me, coach. They're trying to kick me out of the game because I had him on lockdown. Look, now they're trying to kick me out of the game. What did I do? I didn't do nothing. They tried to kick me out of the game because I didn't do nothing. They tried to get me out of the game, bruh. They tried to get me out of the game. I saw them trying to pick somebody to get me out of the game. Like, what? I gotta get 3 tackles, that's a part. That's kinda easy, but not that easy.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we hit
what?
To wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
What did you just do? I think they just kicked me out of the game. I can't do nothing. They kicked me out of the game. I already know it. They kicked me out of the game. They really kicked me out of the game because I didn't miss it.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, this is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Now here is the offense onto the field as their first involvement will be a two-point conversion attempt. It's a run with Mostert. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for KC. 46 yards. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he will have a Chiefs first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Hard throw, incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Buying time to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Shifts by him. Once more the juke. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start here with Gaskin. He'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Tua going to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 52 blue.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Throwing is Mahomes on third. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first. Now it's Mahomes again. Open man right side is Tony. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Mahomes going to throw. His throw incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Mahomes will throw for it. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw, and he slings one that's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send. And back to the drawing board.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here comes Tony on the return. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And out come the Chiefs now. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now a throw here to his running back. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up. So now then, the big play has
Has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's the rookie out of Rutgers, Isaiah Pacheco. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. $17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. There was a little space there. Yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you.
And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit hot.
Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney, a 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And here comes Raheem Mostert in the Miami offense. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people. Find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. Complete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce. 28 yards. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue 32. Ready?
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-shot. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick, please? Thank you. All right, let's go. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back.
And he loses the football a second time. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Preseason, we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills. Yep. And, you know, guys either slapping. The ball or the machines, you got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he's got it down to the 28. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here again is McKinnon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And quickly they get to the line. Now Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. On the return, it's Tony. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now here's Mahomes. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs just continue to roll. Andy Reid never won. Shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there and sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On first down, Tagovailoa. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So, boy, that's already the third they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. On second down, Mostert. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Mahomes to throw once more. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. On first down, Mahomes. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs continue to pour it up. Here in the 4th. They're going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Here's Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert, and he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Mostert is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Looking to pass. Tua. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. That was Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score.
Let's go now. Red 38.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.